You talk too much. Greetings. Boom. We are live now. Greetings, Frank. We've been
Yes.
talking for like 20 minutes, but it's okay now. We are live on YouTube to do our review of PT's book. It's always a great, uh, like, I'm overwhelmed sometimes, like I tell you, by the vibe and the divine blessing, if you want to call it, that
Mhm.
comes to us once we start opening up to face reality, because I was thinking about that also. It's a lot harder to face reality than to face the fiction that they give us, because the fiction is honestly very comfortable. It's full of fantasies and stuff, and like we get lost in the fantasy of Babylon. But once you start to decide to you're made his mind up, like King Lorenzo says in his song. That's why I picked that song too. He says, "My mind is made up to face reality," but that's it. There's now it's gonna be like, yeah, the truth will come out and all that stuff that allows you to rise above
Yeah.
all this nonsense that we are programmed to live by and stuff. So yeah,
Right.
so facing reality is a very important. So Frank, today we're going to start with corporate. And
Yes.
yeah, that's a two-page one,
Hmm.
but it explains in great details what the corp is.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead. Frank. I'll do the French after.
Yes. Corporate. Corporate has rightly become a kind of swear word in the West, but in uninformed places like India, it still sadly remains a good word. In fact, the only hope of a bright future. Good to see the bubble burst recently when a big IT company in India announced that it had been fraudly showing huge profits when it was actually functioning in loss. Being so used to making profits from their little shops mentality, they haven't quite gotten what corporatism is about. In a world where money is the only god and the primary reason for doing anything, people get very startled when I say corporatism is not about making money at all. It's more about the pretension and sticking people up in confined, oxygenless coops called offices, making them do unnecessary things they would rather not do. That's why they hire 10 times more people than they require to make them do rat race under meaningful work titles like assistant marketing assistant. Most major corporations in the world are in red. Most of the time, huge bank loans is what keeps them afloat. It's all just a be arc bark exercise. If anyone remembers Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, if not, it's suggested that they watch the series just just to know what be arc means. Don't be shy of fast forwarding. In a nutshell, it's about wasting time in the most ridiculous manners possible while inflicting maximum damage to the surroundings. The word corporate equals corpo rate, which equals heart rate. Yes, heart rate. Each beat wasted in orchestrated nonsense equals one less beat available for multiversal remembrance.
Yeah, corporate, Cor- corporate. But I think he just wrote it in English for
Yes.
the benefit of the explanation of the word. That's it. So,
Right.
corporate est à juste titre devenu une sorte de gros mot à l'Ouest. Mais dans les endroits non informés comme l'Inde, ça reste tristement un bon mot. En fait, le seul espoir d'un bel avenir. Bon de voir que la bulle a éclaté récemment, quand une grosse entreprise de technologie et de l'information en Inde a annoncé qu'elle a montré frauduleusement d'énormes profits alors qu'elle tournait à perte. Étant tellement habitués à la mentalité faire des profits de leur petite boutique, ils n'ont pas vraiment compris ce que le corporatisme est. Dans un monde où l'argent est le seul Dieu et la raison primaire pour faire quoi que ce soit, Les gens sont étonnés quand je dis corporatisme n'a rien à voir avec faire de l'argent. C'est plus sur la prétention et coller les gens dans des endroits confinés sans oxygène appelés bureaux, les faisant faire des choses inutiles qu'ils préféraient ne pas faire. C'est pour cela qu'ils embauchent 10 fois plus de gens qu'ils en ont besoin. Pour les faire courir comme des rats sous des titres de travail significatifs comme assistant marketing assistant. La plupart des entreprises majeures du monde sont dans le rouge. La plupart du temps, les énormes prêts des banques sont ce qui les garde à flot. C'est juste un exercice de Arc B. Si quelqu'un se souvient de Guide du voyageur galactique, si vous ne vous en souvenez pas, il est suggéré que vous regardiez la série juste pour savoir ce que Arc B veut dire. N'hésitez pas surtout pas à sauter des parties. En résumé, il s'agit de prendre du temps de la manière la plus ridicule possible en infligeant des dommages maximaux à l'environnement. Le mot corporate, heart rate. People, the heart rate. Battement de cœur. Oui, battement de cœur. Chaque battement gâché dans un orchestre insensé égale moins de cœur pour se souvenir du multivers. But that's what they want us. They want us to go completely dead desensitized, and I think that's a good way to put us into little offices and with no oxygen, like very bad air. No. Often it's air conditioners that distribute the airs in those buildings, so there's not a window open on the freaking 24th floor of a tower. Imagine the wind inside. So that's why I think there's no window and stuff. But maybe some do have windows. Some people that think of constructing something better maybe put windows. But anyway, the whole idea as a whole is to put them into cubicle en français qu'on appelle. So that they really have no contact with the outside, with nature, not even a breeze from the outside. Let alone being stuck in an office, you don't even have a breeze of air coming in. Yeah. So it's fake air. It's air conditioner. So yeah, for sure. And I think the more you engage and the less you realize what you're in, the more damage you do to yourself also. Because now, at one point, you become very also, when you have to travel 2 hours in traffic or an hour in traffic, get to work, sit in an office, sit all day, play on a computer, your work or something, and get back into your car, drive another hour, go back home, take care of the kids, go to sleep, repeat. You become very desensitized at one point of anything that's going on within you first, and let alone the outside. That start with you first. Always start looking inward, and maybe you'll realize that if you change the inside, also the way you see things, the world is going to change around you. And that's how we're going to make this world change together. It's by first doing the evolution from within, and realize these things. And I think it's very clear to me that we are, if you engage in this years after years without questioning, you should maybe reevaluate your position in this world and your job, and maybe get something that is more, because also they take the best window from us. Because when we have energy and stuff, and we're going to still have a big window when we get older, but the energy and the stamina, you get it when you're young. So now if you pass all your time focusing on the office job and what this office job can bring you, it's going to become very fake at one point. That's what I'm saying. Right. I'm not saying don't go to work, don't earn your your money or stuff, but if it doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't vibe with you, the office job, maybe it's time to change. That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
there's other windows, other opportunity in life. We stay often at a job because we think also that that's the only thing we can do, and we're gonna be able to find our stuff. But when one door is closed, many more are open.
Hmm.
And often we don't realize that, and that's why I think we stay stuck at the same job for like 40 years, some people, and never uh, do anything else. Or so it's very, yeah, you need to make a switch first of all with the thinking, and
Yeah.
think that there is something else also for you out there other than maybe an office job. Not
Right.
judging anyone here. If that's the job you do, that's what you like. That, but we're just saying that this whole thing is taking away life from you. It's sucking your life energy in a way that is it's going to put you asleep even more day after day. I don't know what's your opinion on this, Frank. Maybe share with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Corporate P definitely points out a lot of good points. He says, that's why they have 10 times the amount of people they need, because it's, you know, it's a way to get like mass amounts of people to, well, basically just be doing tedious tasks to make money for the business, the corporation, while simultaneously kind of eroding the spirit,
Yeah.
of the individuals who are working for them. The office environment. I mean, you can imagine if all of those high rises. I mean, there's ways that they could implement things that would be more suitable. They could bring lots of like greenery and plant life like into the place that would be upgrading the oxygen within the
Yeah.
room, and they could be having like certain amount of breaks where they get up from the thing and they're moving around, they're stretching or whatever. But they just put them into this like meat grinder of dull work. And
That's a very good point what you're saying, because in the offices, okay, you have an office job, but why don't you bring like some snake plant inside there? I would put snake plant all over the place. Apparently, they're wonderful
yeah, and
for
they're
us
very easy to grow too.
and very easy to grow. I have a few here, and
Mhm.
I sleep with one right beside me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
the plants are amazing. Like we know that
yeah.
they have power also to heal and stuff. So if you bring them into your environment, you might have a higher vibe now in the environment. So you might feel less trapped, like you say, than stuck in an office with no
Uh-huh.
light, no proper lighting, no plants,
It
nothing.
brings like color and pattern and shape and form into
Yeah.
it beautifies the environment,
Oh
like
yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
those, that kind of thing.
Now, I saw offices. There is some that bring, but we're talking about the corporate uh, jobs, like Johnson and Johnson's offices, or something like that. Like
Right.
it's very. I don't think they put the focus on the well-being of the employees. That so much. Yes, they're gonna give bonus and stuff, but that's only money, and money is created out of thin air, so it has
Yeah.
no really significance. Look at what they do to keep them in a good spirit, and then you'll be, oh yeah, that's a good corporation, because
Mhm.
there is some, I'm sure, that are doing the right thing.
Right.
They're not all. I say Johnson. I don't even know about them. The name is the first name that comes to me because they own a lot of stuff. But often that's it. Those corporations look at how they treat their employees, not with the money, but with the environment that they work in. Like, do
Mhm.
they have stand-up chairs also? Are they sitting? Or do they promote activity, physical activity? Is there a gym in the building? Like, there should be a gym. They should have time to go train if they're sitting all day. And it
Right.
should be mandatory for them to go to the gym and get paid. Like I would pay my employee to go train
Right.
during the work hours, because it's important to keep them healthy. If they have no health, they cannot even be at the workplace.
Exactly.
So often it's anyways, that's how I would do it. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this I love P makes some fun references here to like the Hitchhiker's Guide of the Galaxy, and saying, in a nutshell, this B-arc exercise, it's wasting time in the most ridiculous manners possible while inflicting maximum damage to the surroundings.
Oh, yeah.
So because time is what we've been given. That is each person's asset. And you've been given this machine, this tool, this body that we're all residing in, and it has it's an hourglass, and the time that you have here is that's what you've been granted. So utilize that time for the purpose of being here in the first place, and that is to evolve, that is to develop the right kind of attitudes, the right kind of behaviors, the right kind of energy to be basically suitable or acceptable into places where there's more refinement, there's higher states of pleasure, bliss, like higher knowledge, and all these kind of things are more accessible in higher existences, higher realms. And even just here on this earth that we live in, there are more like lower states of existence in which we're really just strapped for survival. And then there's places where when you start kind of following more so the multiversal flow, I don't want to speak in words that are too extravagant or something, because it's really all, when it comes down to it, is very simple. And it's not this like cerebral imaginary place. It really just comes down to, how do we live in a harmonious connection with nature, with ourselves, with other beings? We have to feed ourselves right. We have to, in our best, to our best awareness, speak the truth, share positivity with each other and with our environment. And by developing that connection and developing like a sense of gratitude and humility towards that which has given us life, higher and divine, then cultivating those kind of attitudes, that kind of opens doors for more refinement, more pleasure, more awareness, more happiness. And so these, corporate places are just kind of dungeons in which you're chasing the little jewels that this false society and all this kind of stuff hangs in front of us, like, oh, we're going to make you chase money, we're going to make you chase wealth or fame, or like these big luxuries like boats, or like a condo in some other exotic place or whatever, and they have to toil away in these corporate kind of jobs to try to reach that, in which if you could really take a look at what's happening to you by doing that. I love how P ends this P log. He says it's the heart rate, right? Because that has to do with the time, because we've been given a certain number of heartbeats while we're here. Each beat wasted in orchestrated nonsense equals one less beat available for multiversal remembrance. Multiversal remembrance is the most bliss-giving and the most like enriched or extravagant thing that we could ever imagine. Is beyond our imagination. Like the blessings and the beauty that comes when we start living with multiversal remembrance, or increasing our awareness of our connectivity to divine and the source and stuff like that. It opens these portals to like really like a magical life, magical living. You start to see these little synchronicities happening in your life, or like, oh, I just came across this person, or I'm here at this point in time and I just dreamed that this thing happened. Or, you start finding these little like these little signposts that, like the multiverse is just kind of like winking at you and like, hey, look,
I'm gonna bring you a word also that I really like, and Nick brought it to me during one of our talk, and it could we be in more like a mirror verse? I
haven't heard those words put together.
Mirror verse, because everything you see it says within, so without. So
right.
it should be a mirror verse. I like multiverse also. that's why they give you the word universe, because they
Right.
make it sound like it's about one. It's about the one, or
Right.
it's about just one vibe, like un universe.
Right.
So the mirror verse, now,
Mhm.
whoa, you gotta look in the mirror, and
Right.
that is the reflection you're gonna see in the world.
Yes.
So start maybe, yeah, we can
No,
call it reverse.
that's a very poignant combination of words, because the reality around us is a reflection of our inner
Mhm.
state, and
Mhm.
how we are going about in our life. So yeah,
It's powerful. I was like blown away when he told that. He said, "Bro," he said, "maybe it's just the mirror verse." Yeah,
it's one way
yeah.
to say, right? Uh-huh.
That's fucking powerful. Large up, Nick. Large up,
Mhm.
Nick. I give him credit for that all the way.
I like that.
Definitely. No, it's really when you want to think about the world, if you want to create something, create abundance, not abundance of scrap, abundance of good feelings. First, we're talking about feelings, how you feel from once you put your foot down your bed to when you go back to bed. That's what's important, because the rest I sleep, I don't even remember.
Mhm.
So I don't dream so much. I dream during the day, me, and I bring it to life.
Yeah.
That's where my dream is. I daydream,
Uh-huh. Right. Right.
But even that, even at one point, your wildest dream will sound like a cartoon. And all this, like when you go out in the world and start spreading love and inspiration, and first of all, see the world as a mirror verse. Wow,
Mhm.
now it's a total different vision you have of yourself and of the world, because you
Right.
realize that what you see within you is a reflection. So think about it. Well, the mirror verse. Frank, next is a ridiculous.
Yes.
I think it's a very good one, if I remember. Yeah,
Hmm.
they're all good. They're all gems. They're all
Yes.
gems, like big time.
Yeah. Each
PT,
one has their own magic code
PT's
embedded.
book.
Right?
That's
Yes.
what we're doing.
So ridiculous. Most people are willing to go to any extent to not have to face ridicule from society. Wear certain clothes, behave a certain way, cross the Atlantic in a rowboat if they have to win the respect of their hive. They have no concerns, however, about not having to face ridicule from divine. Whatever they are doing in order to enhance their self-image in society and system is hilarious/ridiculous from divine perspective. They can't be bothered, as they have no concern for their soul or after-death state. If they decide to align with divine, they will surely face ridicule from the unholy society and system. A straightforward choice.
Yep, ridicule. Very good one.
Yes.
Same word in French. Ridicule,
Mm.
ridicule. Même
Yeah.
affaire. So, la plupart des gens sont prêts à aller jusqu'à faire n'importe quoi pour ne pas avoir à faire face au ridicule de la société. Porter certains vêtements, se comporter d'une certaine manière, traverser l'Atlantique en barque s'ils le doivent, pour gagner le respect de leurs ruches. Ils ne sont cependant pas concernés par ne pas avoir à faire face au ridicule devant le divin. Ce qu'ils font dans le but d'améliorer leur image dans la société et le système est hilarant, ridicule de la perspective du divin. Ils ne peuvent pas être embêtés, vu qu'ils ne sont pas concernés par leur âme et leur état après la mort. S'ils décident de s'aligner avec le divin, ils auront sans aucun doute à faire face au ridicule du système de la société profane. Un choix simple. For sure, once you start facing reality, you're going to realize the whole thing is a big freaking circus with clowns. There's clowns around us.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't recognize that there is clowns and actors and it's a big stage and the whole thing is a big farce on us, it's a big joke on us, and no one really sees it and just go along not questioning anything, it's freaking ridicule. It's ridicule just to not question things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not question what they tell you, what they teach you in school, like, why would you not know? Like, that's what I find freaking ridicule sometimes. It's the way we approach our life and our life within this world. Like, it's total nonsense, but they have no... People are shameless because everyone in the hive is doing the same thing. Like, it's the hive mentality. That's why stepping out of the hive a bit and going to take a flight on your own is... You're going to realize that the whole thing is very ridiculous.
Yeah.
And to me, it's clear that there is truth in this world. There is truth. There is lies and deception. What, you don't see it? Like, you think the government is going to tell you the freaking truth about life in school and stuff? Like, you really think that? You're gone. You're gone. Like, I don't even think I can bring you back to reality, because some people are just so far gone out in the fiction of this world that it's going to take either a tragedy or something very hard happening to them to spark them out of their nonsense and their ridicule attitude towards higher and divine. Like, we're all coming here and, first of all, pretending to know what to do, which is a freaking joke. If you come here and you tell me that you have figured out the whole thing of life, like, come on, I'm 50 something, I still haven't figured it out, and I'm 10 years into truth and stuff, and I'm still finding mysteries, and I think I'll find them till the day I die. So it's very ridiculous also to accept everything that, because just you need to know something. Like, why do you need to know? Like, why don't you keep it a mystery? But that's human denature. That's not human nature. Human nature, often we have a saying that, oh, that's human nature. No, that's not human nature to be dumbified and be ridiculed and be treated like a clown or act like a clown. That's not human nature. Human nature is higher and divine. Bonjour, y a-tu quelqu'un? Like, it's iron divine is a whole different thing than the ridicule that they shoot at you each and every day just to keep you dumb and locked in place and not able to rise to what you're supposed to do here, the good that you're supposed to bring to this earth. Like, what? Don't know. I guess we should sit in front of the TV and watch their nonsense and go along with it and never face the ridicule of our own being, because we are so shameless and so intrigued by the fiction, and we repulse the reality. Like, it's freaking, like, it's so crazy when you start thinking about it. Like, why is there not more people embracing truth and reality? Like, it should be the human nature. That's human nature, but we have been completely denatured, far from freaking nature. It's very far on our scope, so we gotta face the ridicule first. And I've said it all the time. I've lived my life like an idiot. No problem saying it. Live my life like a freaking idiot. I'm telling you, not questioning anything. I was questioning, but not deep enough. Like, you gotta go deep within yourself. You gotta dive deep. That's why when I come here alone, I say I'm diving deep, solo and shit, because that's what it is about. The more deep you're going to go, the more treasures you're going to find. And that's like that also in the sea. And you're going to find, the deeper you go, the more beautiful creatures you're going to find also in the sea. Like, there is fish in the sea, man. When they live at very high depth, and they're beautiful and glowing fish. And so you see, so the deeper you go within your sea of yourself, the more you're gonna glow, and you're not gonna be a puffer fish with poisonous stuff. Like, you're gonna be like, I saw fish in the ocean. They're really amazing, the colors on that stuff. But that's it. You're gonna dive deep within yourself, and you're gonna clear all the ridicule, because what I've done, what you've done, anybody can do it. Like, we're all humans, we're all here on Earth, on a mission, on a quest. But to be on a quest, you have to question. So it comes with questioning.
Yeah.
So, exactly. To me, it's way beyond the ridicule that they give us each and every day, and we cling to it like it's freaking reality, when it's all fiction and nonsense. And from A to Z, it's a cult of oops. Like you hoop from one cult to another constantly until you really start thinking for yourself. And even that, good luck, because ABC 123 wasn't invented by me.
Right.
So ABC 123 was put into my head. So
Right.
even that, you think for yourself. The alphabet's not from me. So how am I gonna ever? But I think there's ways that you can also change the program within by changing the words you use. And for sure, we need words to talk to each other. Like that's what we use today here to reason. It's words, but
Yes.
the words doesn't need to be swords. It doesn't need to cut like a knife. It can be gentle. It can be kind. There's good words. There's good
Right.
words that I really vibe with, but we have to let go of all the hate. Also, that's the ridiculed part of us, that we're trapped into the 8L, low vibration and stuff, and darkness, and let go of this and really go towards the light. The light is love, is become love. Like, it's, to me today, it's clear that it's love, and all the rest is freaking illusion. I have to be love. Simple. But it's simple. It's a simple choice to be love, but it's not so simple to become love. That's the thing.
Takes work.
Takes work.
Mhm.
Takes a lot of work on yourself. It first of all, there's no fear there. There's no stuff like they put into you, like fear and anxiety, and so no, you really have to embody what you're supposed to be on earth. You're supposed to be love, like art. We not all love being. Like, give me a freaking break. I see beauty in each and every one of us. Definitely. We're all freaking beautiful, man. And especially once you start shining, you're inside your truth and stuff, and you start being a real human being. Man, it's beautiful. It's so inspiring. It's divine. That's where I see a lot the divinity into others, is when they start shining and not be afraid, not live in fear and in the ridicule of the clowns and the circus and all the stuff they throw at you just to keep you distracted. So, if you're not where you want to be in life, starve the distraction. Starve them today. Okay?
Mhm.
Because that's what they want you to perish in ridicule, distraction, that it's full in this world. So starve the distraction, become the person you want to be based on higher and divine love, and everything will fall into place. The piece of the puzzle will all come together. And I
Yes.
can testify of this.
Mhm.
So, Frank, give me your testimony.
That's beautiful, Yannick. Love hearing those words.
Boom.
Yeah. P points out once again, this this fact that people will go to so many links to get acceptance from the hive of society, and they will do so many ridiculous things, but they don't have any concern about, like P says, facing ridicule from divine, facing the point in which the examination happens. And that examination is, okay, divine's going to look at you and say, oh, you did this and this and this and this. So how does that line up with what you came here to do? In which, we're not given an instruction manual when we're coming out of the womb, or because of the times that we live in, we get kind of misled, misguided with misleaders, but at the same time, it's still up to us to put the pieces of the puzzle together, of say, well, if you're telling me this, but then why doesn't the equation work out? If I'm supposed to live my life, and chase this earning of money and corporations, then why is it making me feel like I'm dead inside and I'm not coming to life? Because when you start doing the right thing, you feel that sprout of love. You feel that sprout of awakening, happiness, and all the positive things start awakening within you also. And that's the divine, message that you get when you know you're going the right way. Things start working out. Things start kind of feeling good like that too.
And I think you're going to start feeling overwhelmed. That's my experience. Like, it's going to be overwhelming, the blessing and the good stuff happening. So then, oh, maybe now I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is a biofeedback, and that's why, and so it's good, that even though it's hard to experience the negative parts of life or things that are challenging or pain and things like that, at the same time, divine has made life that way so that you can have a compass and know, okay, like when something is going wrong or you feel some kind of internal thing like I need to change, or like why is my life this way, that is the little beacon inside of you blinking saying, hey, look, you need to like wake up, start taking note of like how you can align yourself more with the force, with divine, with nature, with positivity, with good health, all these
with good vibes.
Yeah, right.
Good vibes. Like, be good, be kind, spread some good vibes, some love, and
right.
don't worry about the rest.
And the world is like, like the beginning of the P-log talks about, there's just, it's almost endless, the amount of like silly things that are out there. And whenever we were going through this, immediately the thing that popped in my head was, this might be a more specific reference that might not everybody would get, but if y'all know Joe Rogan, and he started like kind of his like career or like thing of like being a known person from being a show host of this show called Fear Factor, in which is a game show, and they would bring contestants on and they would just make them do the most ridiculous things. Oh, how long can you stick your head inside of a box of roaches until you tap out? Or how long can you do this, the most like torturing, like how long can you torture yourself basically until you tap out? And what is the point of that exercise, and what is that, and so at this point the entertainment is of the ultra ridiculous,
Oh yeah.
But at that point, so he used that, and now he's doing something more sensible. It kind of depends on the topic of what he's discussing, but right now he's like a big talk show host, so he's doing things like we're doing here, where you have a platform to be able to speak, and if you have that platform, then you have the opportunity to spread truth and good things. So at least he's used his walking up to be able to do something like that. But at the same time, all of the people who are like really on the big stage, what do they call it? Controlled descent or something like that. I can't remember.
I'm not sure I would want to sit with Elon Musk here. I'm not sure.
Right. No, this is like
that's not the guy I would like to sit with. I'm sorry, but not my thing. But
exactly.
Sometimes I question. Maybe Mel Gibson. I would like to have him. Mel Gibson. I've tried Terrence Howard. I sent him a message, and I've tried with someone else. I don't remember. Nassim Haramein. I think I've tried in the past.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like Nassim. He had good stuff, but again, there's always a bit of ridicule in the mainstream information coming out, because nobody knows. Nobody knows. So what are you talking about? Something here. Like, nobody knows. Like, there's maybe a few higher and divine beings that know stuff by intuition and stuff, like PT. He's very intuitive, and I think that's how we come to know stuff, because we feel it inside, and intuition is a sense.
Yeah.
Your 5 cents, forget about it. There's way more than 5.
And then the real truth, you can see it play out in time. You can intuit it, and then you can also observe that this is observable truth. Right?
Exactly. Like, you can observe the truth. Can you really keep observing the lies and hoping it becomes true? Like, the truth is what it is.
Yes.
The lies is fabricated, is something also you better remember what you said when you say a lie, because when I come here, I don't have to remember anything or plan anything or script anything. It's just truth. So I speak from my heart, and I do it in a way that I'm uplifted. We're all uplifted. And to me, that's the other side of the ridicule. You start to put some sense into your life and speak some truth. And that's my avenue that I'm taking till I have no more breath going through my nostril. Think I'm gonna go away? You think I'm gonna leave this place here? A YouTube thing or online? Never, never,
Right.
never, never.
Yes.
This is life work. This is my legacy. This is my life work. This is my higher and divine self work. Whatever.
Yes.
I'm never going away. I'm here.
This is
Hey,
it.
trust me.
Right.
Oh yeah, because it's serious business, Frank. It's our
Yeah.
life. Talking
It's
about
it.
our life, our vibes, our feelings are when you want to feel depressed, you want to feel like, yeah, because maybe you're too much in the depressed. So let
Right.
go of the rest. Start creating, start
Mhm.
networking, create a relationship based on higher and divine love and stuff, and
Yeah.
see how it unfolds for you. It's just because sometimes we're not in the proper frequency, also. And the ridicule is the lie and the deception and everything that goes along with keeping you in low vibration. So move
Right.
out of that realm, embrace higher vibes, higher
Mhm.
vibration, higher vibrational music, higher vibrational talks, higher vibrational food, higher vibrational beings. Uh, it does exist. You don't
Yeah.
have to perish in ridiculous stuff like they throw at you because
Exactly.
it's thrown at you literally. It's like a baseball, a fastball coming at you 100 miles an hour,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
boom, it's gonna hit you. So you better wake up. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Rise
Wake
to
up.
the challenge. Rise to the challenge to learn and start to implement. Because
Yeah,
it takes it is a process, is one day at a time, is one step at a time, and just learning the simple bits first, how to take care of ourselves, and then
yeah,
it's learning how to center ourselves and just keep that journey going because it's going to be good for us and it's going to be good for everyone.
exactly. If I win, you win. Simple. If you win, I win. That's how we are one. But
Yes.
we are one. It's not in the with the ridiculous notion that we are one also with the psychopath. Like,
Mhm.
there's limit.
Right.
I'm not one with the psychopath, definitely.
Right.
That's where I want to extend my thought. But
Yes.
image, we are one once we join on the same frequency. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And I'm
Right.
not on the same frequency of the psychopath and the liars of this world.
Right.
So definitely, I'm not gonna match their frequency at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah,
image,
and P has a P-log too, in which he says it's more correct to say we're all connected rather
yeah,
than to say we're all one. Yes, we're all in the web of life, but we're all not necessarily one. So I like how
exactly. I think I got this from him that we're not one with the psychopath. I think he says that somewhere.
right.
I think I got it from PT. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got a lot from PT. Look, how many times I've sat with him on the Truman show. It's
Yes.
crazy. We were talking about that before. And
Yes.
yeah, I've learned a lot, definitely. So next is a image.
Image. Yes.
Image. 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 Image.
Yeah. Well, I say
Image.
image. Yes.
Image. Okay. Do some people say image?
I don't think
Maybe
so.
just in Canada, in Quebec, maybe.
Maybe Quebec,
It's just me in Quebec, image.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
okay. You know what I'm saying when I say image.
Oh
You
yeah,
get
of
my
course.
accent by now, no?
Yes, yes,
For sure.
definitely. So, image. People fail to realize that one lives and dies with one's self, not other people's image of oneself. Thus, so much pretension and fraud and non-evoluting actions.
Oh, wait, I lost the page. OK, I have it here. OK, image. Les gens ne réalisent pas qu'une personne vit et meurt avec soi, pas avec l'image de soi qu'ont les autres. Ainsi, tant de prétentions, de fraude et d'actions non évolutives. What other people think of me will never become my reality. Never. And that's how I put it. And that's why it's a mirror verse also. The vision you have of yourself is of utmost importance. Do not worry what others think of you. The only beings here on earth that really I put focus on what they think about me is my children.
Mm.
The rest, I don't care. But how my children see me is everything. That, yes, I give a lot of importance to that. But the rest here, whatever outside in the world, you can think whatever. It's never gonna. I have a reality based on truth in my head, and that's where I'm going. And
Right.
there's nothing that can stop me because when I look in the mirror, I see something great. So I'm going to bring it up to life. Definitely. Yeah. I'm just in the midst of discovering myself. You think I have achieved anything here? I'm just starting. I'm just being warmed up, honestly. After 10 years something, I'm warming up. So, but I feel like I'm really touching something deep. So I'm going to keep going, definitely. Yeah. Because the image I want to see, exactly what I see in the mirror, is I see someone that could possibly become very higher and divine. Just like I see it in you, I see it in everyone.
Right.
But also, you have to see it within yourself. If you don't see it within yourself, how are you going to manifest anything in this world? So see it within first. Have a great talk, uplifting words to yourself. Don't talk a stupid word and stuff and say put yourself down for no reason,
right.
Because just because you're confused. We're all in a land of confusion. I'm very confused when I look at the world. Still, I'm not confused when I look at myself, but when I look outside, I still have confusion because I'm like, this is freaking Twilight Zone sometimes. Twilight Zone, like really. The feeling I get when I go out in this world and what I'm confronted to often is muggles that do not see really the greatness within themselves, because the greatness is within. It's not, don't look outside for greatness. Look within yourself. Each and every one, my voice will reach a certain amount of people, uplift them, way to go. Yours will reach. We all have work to do, so why not do it? Boom.
Yes.
Starts today. Yeah.
Yeah, this piece of image, it says so much in so few words, and it's just I love how P can really pack a punch with like a very like to the point kind of things. People fail to realize that one lives and dies with oneself, and so that's like you have to, at the end of the day, contend with the actions that you have taken, and so are you trying to live your life based on your own well-being, your own care and concern for actually, like, you want to feel good, because I mean, I think we've all experienced some things, even as something as simple as maybe when we were younger in different times, we had maybe some clothing or something like that, where like, this isn't comfortable, or these shoes don't feel good on my feet, but I like the way they look. And it makes me appear a certain way. And so we're kind of compromising our comfort, our well-being, to be able to have a certain kind of image or look, or like fit into a certain type of crowd or aesthetic or whatever. And yeah, we're sacrificing actually our own comfort and our own like, just self for looking like something else. And P says that's why, as in thus, that's why there's so much pretension and fraud and non-evoluting actions, because we're trying to fit into the image of, what we look like to other people, or we want to fit into these boxes and these categories that have been, cast out there by the modern day establishment. Okay, we got, the freaks, the geeks, the nerds, the preps, the hippies, and this is all kind of like high school categorization, of like which group are you going to fit in, or are you one who can like weave between all of them or whatever, But at the end of the day, and just like P has said in some of these previous P logs, you're going to have to face the judgment or the assessment that divine is going to give each one of us spirited beings. When we move on to our next existence, we will be given an assessment, and then based on that, it will be decided like what is going to be available next to us. Are you ready for more? Are you ready for a higher learning? Are you ready for a new type of experiences that you didn't get to have here? Or do you need to come back and do it again? There's some more things you got to work out. However it is, we have to accept the judgment. It's not up to us. You know what I mean? The only thing that's up to us is the actions that we take. And hopefully we can take positive and evolving actions through learning. It takes a certain amount of knowledge to be able to start to do the right thing. But at the same time, just like we were talking about earlier, there is an internal compass that will guide and kind of like say, yes, this is you're starting to connect with the right kind of path, because certain little things in your life will just start to show you those signs. But I love this this whole thing, because I think this is something certainly that each one of us has felt the pressure to fit into something that maybe we're not, to fit it to like go through this maze of either it's school or either it's how you your vocation, your job, and we're made to feel a certain amount of self-worth based on how well we fit in or we don't, So if you're not, quote unquote successful in like a career kind of thing, then, they kind of make you value yourself to a certain level or not based on that. And I think we've all experienced that, whether we're, in today's society's eyes, successful at either education or your job, your relationships, any of this kind of thing. But we need to see, we need to put it up to the divine parameters and value ourselves according to that. Like, how well am I doing the task and the job that I've been given to care for myself, to actually start to live in a way that makes sense, and that I'm not being destructive to the environment or to other people or to their consciousness, their psychology and our own psychology and that kind of thing. So those are the kind of standards and the parameters that we really should start adjusting and holding ourselves to a higher standard for ourselves, and not the image or these categories or boxes that we've been given to say you have to fit inside this or whatever, So it's great that P is helping us to see clearly, like, what are the standards we need to kind of start holding ourselves to in a good way,
Yeah, because our standards are pretty low by default. Our default state, we don't have very high standard for ourselves.
Right.
So it's just to reestablish, like you say, new standard and something that you can be uplifted with each and every day. Find something you can do. 7 rising of the sun. 7 days. I'm not in the days no more. 7 rising of the sun without getting paid, without and you're gonna have found your thing. So often it's just the purpose attached to what we do is not really very higher and divine. So it's okay to, like I say, have an ego and stuff, like Truman and stuff might be my ego, whatever it is, but it's fully integrated in the mission of higher and divine. So as long as your ego is fully integrated with the mission and consecrated to really bring yourself to life and let go of the dead world and stuff, you will eventually succeed. We're all winners. We're not. They want us to lose. They want us to be losers, but we're all winners. Look, you think you're not a winner? I'm going to reshape your mind right now. You have survived millions of sperm to be here. You think you're not a champ? Like you won the race inside already by making it to the egg and coming to life. You have less chance to be alive than won the lottery. You have more chance to win the lottery than to be alive.
Right.
It's time to wake up. This is a big opportunity to be alive, just like it's going to be an opportunity to die eventually. Don't see it as something negative, but see it as an opportunity.
Right.
Now you have an opportunity, so take it. You're alive. Like, I don't get where I was all these years. Like, I've been put into a maze, mesmerize me with nonsense, distractions, sports and stuff. And I've done stuff, man, today I would never do again, never, because I see how ridicule I was. Like, it's crazy, but like, go cheer at a the Canadian game and stuff with thinking that it matters, man. This crazy. I used to go to the Bell Center like 7-8 times per year to watch the Canadian and cheer and stuff. I thought it really mattered. Like today, it's ridiculous. I look at it today, it's freaking ridiculous because it keeps me locked in place. It kept me in a place where I wasn't able to see the real, true me and divine within. So it was just distraction, constant distraction, taking you to places where you don't even need to be. Like, honestly, you need to go cheer for them, like really. But if we all stop going to these sports events, and I'm not saying sports is no good. It's not what I'm saying. It's good to exercise, to move and stuff. I'm talking about at the professional level. It's a whole different thing. So yeah, and you get anyway. It's my vision of this is just entertainment for the muggle. That's how I see it today. It's like a big circus, and Rome has been based on that, and on circus and entertainment. That's what they used to give to the peasant and the people, just to distract them from reality. So we're just in the same era as the Roman Empire, but just extended, and until we break that Babylonian cycle that we're in, we're never going to see the light as a whole. So it's important that some of us also that can see the light start spreading light and inspiration and stuff. And that's why I'm here on YouTube, and I will never stop, because this world, that's what the world needs. Like, the world doesn't need more darkness and toxic stuff and toxic food and toxic people. You need to be kind. You need to be loving. You need to be you. You need to be you. Like, we're not being ourselves. So as long as we're all becoming, as long as my old team doesn't eat, I'm not done. Simple. Boom. Frank, which one is next? We have time. Oh, maybe we'll stop there, because the other one is gonna be deep.
Yeah, it's a 2-pager, and
it's a deep one. It's the like
me. Yeah.
Totally. Oh my.
Yeah, we want to give it the time it deserves. Like a good.
Exactly. I want to give it a good window, because it's gonna be like probably an half an hour reasoning on the like me syndrome. So I wouldn't want to keep you here too long. I know you get stuff to do and stuff. So, but I'm very thankful for your full presence and power as always, Frankie. It's always look, I'm just overwhelmed even to do this with you. Is for
this is fun.
The music is overwhelming, but just do this, man. Just have the opportunity to speak to the world with kindness and serenity and truth, and who I am really is. I can't start thinking about it too much, or I think I won't show up here. But no, I'll keep showing up, definitely. Yes. So Frank, large up, we're out. Boom. Yes. Greetings, everyone watching now. After, it's all love. It's all it is. And that's all it is. That's all I see anyway, is love in this world. So even when there's snow on the ground and I'm fed up of the winter, it's still love. Right. You're gonna be on the bike path soon. Boom. We're out. Spring is coming. Yeah, very soon. And we might see PT sometime soon.
Oh, coming? Yeah. That would. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I think I'm gonna start sending a few messages.
Very nice.
I think I'm gonna reach out to PT soon. But we should see him. We're gonna do something on health and how to implement really healthy living, like food, exercise. And I want to go into everything that has to do with health in our bodies, so we can really live an optimum vibrational life. Like that's what it is.
It's a big piece. It's a big piece of we exist in these bodies, so we have to take care of them, and there's a particular way that we can each do that.
Look, if I wouldn't be healthy, I wouldn't be here today. So I give thanks for the health. I give thanks, but I don't like the word health. It sounds like hell all the time.
For the well-being.
Health is hell, and then their nonsense. So maybe I'll talk to PT about that.
Yes.
Okay, large up. We're out. See you. It's always a great pleasure to share the vibe. Boom.
Yes.
See ya.